letting us know what is happening there. But for now, as we focus on the Jubilee nomination deadline that is today, allow me to bring in Danstan Omar in studio. We are trying to look at how this process is expected to go. Danstan, good morning, good to see you. It is the last day for aspirants to submit their papers to the Jubilee Party office. How do you see this going? This should be the biggest headache, really, for any party.
It might be tentatively the last day, but anybody might be going to court today to extend it. One thing that this country is alive to is that the last destination is the courts. So if somebody, for example, Mike Sonko went to court that they cannot close by reason that the other documents that government has not given him. So that is a reason to extend the deadline. Now, let us move tentatively that it is the last day. So the question is that when everybody puts their nomination papers, how many will be cleared to contest and how many will not be cleared to contest? That can also land in court for those people who would be aggrieved that they were not cleared to contest. But it is the greatest headache for the political parties because, one, there are people who have taken papers there and there are those who have never taken the papers there. There are others who have taken papers there. Remember, the party hopping law was suspended. So, is this the culmination of Jubilee coming to death or coming to life? So there are very many reasons as to that, why I'm looking at that.
Yeah, because like you say, there are people who may be aggrieved and they may think of going to court, but then there's also the aspect of defections. If someone is not happy, they will actually just move to a different party.
Yeah, the question is, today is the climax of collection of money. Remaining in that party is a different issue.
Yeah.
Remember today, as we are talking, NASA has not given their candidate. Jubilee's presidential candidate and deputy president are already in place. So the dynamics of politics is changing so fast. There are those ones who have defected up to yesterday to Jubilee. Are those ones who have been in Jubilee going to be sit pretty and be comfortable, that there is no scare? So really, one thing, Linda, you'll agree, and the nation agrees, is that politicians don't operate on principles. Politicians operate on interest. So they might be wearing red T-shirts to Jubilee, while inside they are wearing white T-shirts of other political parties.
Okay, it's fine. So assuming they're wearing the red T-shirts while inside they belong to other parties, today the final day. So what then happens to candidates who probably have handed in their papers and then halfway through they realize this is not the party that I want to be in? You've already submitted your papers.
Already I've said that the law that bars them from party hopping is suspended. So we are in that old free market where anybody could go at the last minute and join any party. And I'm very definite that every politician, except the two principals, except Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta, every other politician wants the law about party hopping to be suspended because they, politicians, are nomads. They do not believe in principles. They believe in being in the ballot. So therefore, and the courts, when you look at the constitution provision very clearly, the right to association is a fundamental right that nobody can derogate. So is closing anybody in a party a breach, a fundamental violation of somebody's human rights? It is. The courts are going to pronounce themselves on that. So definitely, once the court allow the party hopping, which to me, I don't want to delve so much about it, but I'm very definite that the courts are likely to allow that, then it becomes a free for all.
So we're likely to see a lot of people just moving from one corner to the next, one party to the other.
And for example, Linda, who said that Jubilee and NASA will be the parties for the 8th of August?